Hey guys, today let's talk about when is the best time to pull the trigger. When is the best time for you to take your retirement? And in this video, I'll talk to you about my choices and some of my opinions. But remember, it's up to you to decide when you're ready and if you're ready to retire. The average age to retire in 1992 was 62 years of age. And in 2021, the average age was 65 among men. What is the average Social Security retirement benefit? In 2022, it was $1,681. But then with that 8.9% increase that we received in Social Security, in 2023, the average Social Security retirement benefit check was $1,827. Now, the amount of money that you're going to get depends. There's a lot of factors in your retirement. It's how much you contribute into Social Security determines how much you're going to get. Also, some determining factors are when do you take it. You know, there's a penalty for taking it young at 62, and you can also increase your benefit if you take it at a later age of 70. If you don't know how much your full retirement benefit is today, go online, go on socialsecurity.gov, create a My Social Security account. And once you created that, and you can go on that periodically, and you can see how much you're entitled to at certain ages. Basically, the most common number is going to be at your full retirement age. And if you're still working, it gives you a good idea of how much your Social Security is going to be when you retire or when you plan to retire. Now, I've heard a lot of people talking about watching YouTubers and drinking the purple Kool-Aid, trying to believe what YouTubers are telling you. Well, anytime you talk to a YouTuber or you listen to a YouTuber, you're just getting their opinion. And as a grown man who has lived your full life, handled your own money, you should know when it's the right time for you to retire. And all these are just opinions from everybody. No one's trying to tell you the exact day you should retire. If you're coming to the Philippines or any developing country, I think you should retire a little bit earlier because you still want to have your health. You still want to be active. You still want to enjoy your life. Now, if you're still in your home country, especially the US, because that's where I'm from, you can work later. If you have a nice home, you love where you live, you love your community, you're enjoying your life, and you have a job that you really enjoy going to every day, it gives you a lot of satisfaction, well, keep working. Work to 66 or work to 70. You know your own medical issues. You have to take all those into consideration when you're going to decide to retire. It's not all about money. If you're deciding to go to developing countries, South America, Mexico, Southeast Asia, you need to have your health. So you might want to come earlier so you can enjoy your life here. Maybe you're fed up with the US. Maybe you're fed up with the life that you have. Maybe your job is bad. You know, it sucks. My job sucked. I was glad to get rid of it and retire. Not everybody has the perfect job and the perfect home life. A lot of guys are choosing to retire and move. And I'm going to specifically hone in to Southeast Asia because I know nothing about going to South America. If you come here, many of the reasons are you're lonely. You don't have a wife or a girlfriend back home. You're not in a good relationship. You want to try something else. Maybe it's time for you, and you have decided that it's time for you to enjoy your life. It is time to have your second life. You know, enjoy the final years of your life. You know, at 60 to 80, you know, some people call those the golden years. So you want to go and enjoy yourself. How much money do you need? That's up to you. You've seen enough videos on budgets, cost of living. You already have in your mind an amount that you're going to have as a monthly budget here. You should have savings before you come here. You should have startup money. You should have a dependable income already established. Don't come here and not have your Social Security kick in yet, unless you're planning on later in life having your Social Security kick in. But if you're going to live on your Social Security check, I'm going to recommend you stay there in the States until you receive your first and maybe even your second check. Make sure it came through easily with no problems, went into your bank, and everything's good. You're here in a country in Asia and there's a problem with your Social Security check. It doesn't get to your bank account. It's a hard thing to deal with. You have to call them. Maybe there's a form you have to fill out that you haven't filled out yet. Maybe there's something you have to sign. I don't know. But make sure you're already getting your money. That's my recommendation to you. Make sure you're receiving your check. Now I want to ask everybody, leave me a comment about how old are you going to be when you retire? Where are you going to retire to? And is your monthly income, once you retire, over or under $2,500 US? Leave that in the comments below, along with any other comments you might have. How much money do you need? That's up to you. You should have a savings account. You should have startup money. You know how much it's going to cost for you to fly here. You've already seen videos on rent, deposits that are necessary, places if they're furnished or not furnished, prices of motorcycles, prices of scooters, prices of a car if you're going to buy a car. You should already know roughly what these are going to cost you. You should have that money as your startup and your savings. Also have an emergency fund in case something happens. You need medical attention right away. You hit a dog in the road with your motorcycle and you have an accident. Or you just need to get off the island. You need to get out of Dodge because something happened. You pissed somebody off. Situation just didn't work out for you. You have to be able to move quickly, and you need to have money set aside for an emergency. What if a big typhoon's coming and you don't want to be in the area? What if there's been an earthquake? What if there's a volcano? You should have access to money. Don't have to have it in your pocket. You just have to have good access to it. And then the monthly money you're going to live on, your budget, that's going to be set up once you're situated in whatever city, town, province, country you're in, that you're going to live on X amount of dollars per month. You've already made all your big purchases. You've already, accounted for your visa fees. You already accounted for your transportation. But whatever amount of money you're deciding you're going to live on, I hope you make more money than that. I hope you're saving money every month, because you should be able to save money every month when you live in these developing countries. The cost of living is far less. So you shouldn't be spending more than you make. I decided I was going to come at 65, but due to COVID, I got stuck until I was 68. So I lost 2.5 years of what would have been a very, very enjoyable retirement. And my retirement is still very enjoyable. I love it here in the Philippines. I have a great girl. I have a nice place to live. I like the community I'm in. I like the family I'm surrounded with. I hope you all find the same thing. But you have to decide the amount of money you're going to take from your Social Security or your pension. A lot of people don't just live on Social Security. A lot of people who've worked their whole life, they have a 401 that they can tap into at 59 and a half. They also have their Social Security. They might have a small pension. A few $100, $1,000, who knows what it is. Everybody's different that you can tap into. You're in a good position if your monthly income is over $2,500 US. Now the reason some people should come earlier is so they can enjoy their life. When you're younger, you're much more physically active. You have less health problems, and you can get around and you can do things. You can go hike up a mountain, hike down to a waterfall, do those 400 steps up a mountain to see something. You should come early. If you come after 70, if you wait till you're 70 to come here, you're going to be a little bit like me. You're going to be in one spot. You're not going to travel as much as you'd like to, and you're only going to have a few years to do it. Old age creeps up fast. Once you get into that around 70 age, It's easy for a knee to go out. Your hip could go out. You could fall down and break a leg. You could start having heart issues. Lots and lots of different things come with old age. So if you want to explore the islands, you want to enjoy your life, come early. Just make sure you're financially set to come early. And I notice a big trend going on now. Are people coming here pre-retirement age? They're in their early 50s, late 40s. They've been smart with their money. They're coming here, digital nomads. They're looking for alternative ways to make a living, but they have savings. They can live off their savings. They don't have 30,000 savings. These people have hundreds of thousands in savings. And they have a good 401k that they could tap into if they want to. And you also have the military retirees and the military disability people who come here, and they have a good income at a young age. They come here and they really enjoy their life because they're young. And they can, do the scuba diving, do the snorkeling. Enjoy a great retirement. You don't have to wait till you're 65. You don't have to wait till you're 70 if you plan properly. I know people are going to say, hey, I only got $1,200 a month. Well, then come to the Philippines. Come to Cambodia, Thailand, wherever you want to go. It's your life. You decide. But just remember, there's no support system here. That's the one thing I'm going to preach over and over. There is no support. The only support you're going to get are from other expats. There's many times here in DUMAGUETE, somebody has a problem and we chip in, people start giving money. We do things for people. You don't always see it online, but we help people out. You can live here better on $1,200 a month than you can in the U.S. But in the U.S., there's a lot of perks. You can get rental assistance. You can get help with your utility bills. You can get food stamps. You can get Medicare, Medicaid. You can get hospital treatment. You can get doctor to treat you. Here, you have to pay for everything. Nobody's going to do it free. You can't go see a doctor and not pay them. Now, you can go to the public hospital and you get in that long line, and it's something I don't recommend for a foreigner at all. If you have to, yes, you have to. Have some sort of money put aside for emergencies. Now, a lot of people are saying, I can live for $800 a month or $1,000. Well, in my case, I'm saying, why would you want to? I'm here to enjoy my life. I'm here to enjoy my retirement. I don't want to be stuck on the couch from the 15th of the month to the end of the month because I run out of money. I don't do scuba diving because of my age, but I still travel. I go up to Cebu City, stay at a nice hotel, enjoy some good meals, enjoy the amenities of the hotel. It's my vacation away from my retirement. Go eat at a Burger King or get a good pizza or go get a nice steak. Things that you can't really get here in DUMAGUETE, or if you live in the province, because you're going to live in the province if you're going to try and live on $800 a month. There's things in the province that you just can't get that you can get in a big city. And it's great to live in the province. There's nothing wrong with that. But every once in a while, you're going to want to get a little bit of what you miss. And that's the travel. That's the travel to Cebu or to travel to Manila or Davao, Iloilo that everybody's talking highly about. Go to those places. But you got to have money to do that. If your money is short and your pension is short, your Social Security is short, I don't know what the reason is. Maybe you had misfortunes in your life and you couldn't have the average type Social Security benefit. But just know you're going to be on a shoestring. If you don't have a startup fund, how are you going to buy a motorcycle? How are you going to buy a motorbike? How are you going to travel around? You're going to have to get a smaller apartment, furnished, and maybe not the best apartment that you can find. But it's doable. People have done it. I know people here that are living on $800 a month. It's not the life I want. It's up to you to decide what life you want to live and how you want to live it. Some people are saying work to 70 so you have plenty of money. Well, my God, from 62 to 70, that's 8 years. And how many more years you got left? Once you come here at 70, yeah, you're going to have plenty of money, but you can't do nothing because you're old. You know, your choices are far less. You're not going to be able to hike around. It's a balancing act. You have to come when you are physically still able to enjoy life, but you still have enough money to enjoy. You have to find a balance. You have to decide what that is. No single YouTuber can tell you 62 is the right number. 65 is the right number. Everybody gets a different amount of Social Security. It's based on your 35 highest earned years, I believe. If I'm wrong, leave me a comment and tell me. So the more you made, the more you put into Social Security, the larger your Social Security benefit is. Some people get over $2,000 at 62. Other people just get $2,000 at 65. So you have to decide. And I want to point this out over and over again. Everything I say is my opinion, but it's your life choices. You're a grown man, grown woman. You know your lifestyle. You know what you need in life. Do you like to eat out? Do you like to party? Do you like, going shopping in the malls? Do you like traveling around? Do you want to sit on a beach? Do you want, to go scuba diving a lot or snorkeling a lot? All these things have costs fixed to them. All these things are your lifestyle. So the amount of money you need when you retire to live in a place like the Philippines is all based on your lifestyle. If you want to have a lot of different girlfriends, you want to date a lot, you want to socialize a lot, that's very expensive. And I know you want to do it when you're young. So start planning now for coming here. Those of you that are coming soon, you've already planned. You already know how much money you have and what's available. And don't blame the YouTubers for leading you on with $800 budget or $1,000 budget. People do budget videos all the time. And some are what their budget is, and some is not what their budget is. Some is just made up. You have to determine that. You can tell by the consistency in the budget videos they put out. If they put out a $1,500 video 6 months ago, and now they're up to $1,600, well, they're telling you the truth. But if they had $1,000 6 months ago, $800 this month, and in 3 months they have a $2,000 budget, they're all over the place and just coming up with numbers. Find the guy who's living the lifestyle that you're most interested in. Is it someone like me, a family life, a retired life, relaxing? Maybe somebody like Carefree Chris, you want to, live in Cebu City, travel around the Philippines, and enjoy your life. So follow him and his budget. If it's an old guy in the province living with his wife in a native house, and that's the kind of life that you're going to choose, follow his budget. Take all these budgets for what they are. It's their life and their opinions. You have to look at their budgets and decide, yes, that's about right for me, or man, that's nowhere near what I want. Visa, are you going to go SRRV? Are you going to get the special one where you were in the military and it's about $3,000 to get it going? $1,500 is your application fee, $1,500 into the bank. That's a great way to go if you can afford that and do that. Or are you going to get a different type of retirement visa where you have to put $20,000 in the bank or $50,000 in the bank, depending on your age? Know all these things ahead of time. If you're going to be on a tourist visa the whole time you're here, remember after 3 years you have to leave the country and come back in. So make sure you have money to do that kind of thing. Make sure your passport's up to date before you come here. But the day you want to pull the trigger, the day you think you're going to retire, get everything in order. Get everything in order. You should know how much money you're going to have at a certain age from retirement. And mostly we're talking Social Security, because those of you that got a good 401 plan, that have a secondary pension from the company you worked with, you're in great shape, because your Social Security is a bonus on top of that. But there's many people who come here with only their Social Security. And what I'm saying is, look at the numbers. Open up that My Social Security account. Know how much you're going to get every month and plan accordingly. Make sure you save money. If you're coming in 2 years, I would put the crimps on spending, and every nickel I make I would save. If I need to get a second job, do it. It's a countdown. If it's 2 years, it's 700 days roughly, right? So you're going to work for about 700 days. It's a countdown for you. You're preparing to come here. Every $1,000 that you can put away is going to save you a tremendous amount of headaches and grief. It's going to give you peace of mind. I have peace of mind here. I made sure I was in a good spot to come here. My Social Security is over $2,400 a month, almost 25 something after that last increase. And I have a 401. So I'm in good shape here. But make sure you're in good shape. But I worked till I was 65. And then I worked a couple extra years because of COVID. So I had the advantage of the benefits from COVID. You know, all the free money the government was handing out at the time. But now you have to work and you have to prepare to come here. Only you know when it's time to pull the trigger, at what age. And I'm giving tons of props to these guys who come here and they live in the Philippines 6 months and they go back home for 6 months. You know, they're seasonal jobs, or they make enough money in 6 months to come here and have a happy life. They're in their 40s, in their 50s, and they're enjoying their life. But it's very expensive to do. They know it, and they do it, but they're enjoying their life. The main thing you need to do is enjoy your retirement. Have a great time while you're retired. Enjoy yourself. The country here in the Philippines is a great place to be. The people are great. The expat community is great. I don't care what anybody says about the expat community in Dumaguete. It's a very good community. Everybody's here. Most people here will help you if you have a problem. I'm not saying, you know, they're going to solve all your money problems. If you need a ride somewhere and you're sick, or advice on your visa, or advice on some place to live, these guys will help you out. You know, if you sit in a coffee shop and there's a couple there, you can always say, hey, you mind if I ask you a question? The friends that I have here in the Philippines are outstanding. I can count on them for almost anything if I need something. And they can count on me. And they're nice people. You know, they call this Dramageddon. Well, it's only Dramageddon as if you caused drama. You know, you robbed a bank. You robbed a department store. You're wanted for something. Not the people that are here. Nobody's trying to steal my girlfriend. I'm not trying to steal their girlfriend. I'm not having fights with expats. Expats aren't having fights with me. The drama is what you bring. You bring your own drama here. And if you have secrets, if there's something you don't want people to know about, don't tell nobody. But nobody here holds your past against you. When you're here, the people here, they expect you to be a good person from the day they meet you forward. If you're a good guy when I meet you, and you're a good guy forward, you treat me right, you treat Janet right, you treat my other friends right, we're going to be friends. And I don't care what happened 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. I don't care about that. I care from today forward. We can't control the past. The past is the past. We can't go backwards. You be a good person once you get off the plane here in the Philippines, or whatever country you choose, and you just start to be a good person every day, and good things are going to happen to you. Like every time I ask Janet or any of her friends, what do you look for in a man? Make sure he's a good man with a good heart. And that's all people here want you to be. Be a good person, have a good heart, be respectful, and enjoy your retirement. And it's up to you to decide when it's time to pull the trigger. It's not up to some other expat to tell you. You need to work till you're 70 because you'll make 25% more on your Social Security. When I'm 70, can I walk up a mountain? Can I ride my motorbike? I don't know. Will you? Or tell you that you should come at 62. The minute you can get your Social Security, come here. That's up to you. Is it enough? Maybe you want to work a couple more years. All these are your decision. And I wish I could give everybody the perfect answer, but I can't. I don't know your lifestyle. I don't know your savings. I don't know your health requirements. which is probably the biggest concern coming here. Your money and your health. If you have your health and you have money, you're great. If you have health and no money, that's not good. And if you have money and bad health, that can be an issue. And don't wait till you're too old. I remember Calvin doing a video where he says his one regret is instead of coming here at 55, he wished he came here at 50. And everybody that's here, everybody that I met that is here, wishes they could have came a little bit earlier. They wish they could have met the girl or the wife they have now a little bit sooner. But that's with anything in life. We wish we could go back and change the hands of time, but we can't. Be prepared to come here. It's your decision. Pull the trigger when you're ready. Don't let somebody else tell you when it's the right time to pull the trigger. And enjoy your retirement. Until next time.